You wouldn't push into a hot zone blind, right? So why are you running your business without knowing exactly where your leads are every step of the way? Let me show you how to use GoHighLevel like a UAV in any of your popular video games, so you can spot, track, and close leads before they ghost you. Okay, so the first way I use, think about my UAV similar to my stack on Webski slash GoHighLevel, is you can't win what you can't see. Just like when you pop a UAV in Warzone, you see it real time, data to where people are at, where they're moving. If you have an advanced UAV, with high level, you can turn on contact attribution tracking, and that one page to page where your users are going. Let me get down a little bit. And then also, it'll also show you where the attribution source or where your traffic came from. So if you're running ads across Meta, X, things like that, it'll show your ad traffic and some. You'll see organic search come through. It's nice to be able to segment based off of the attribution method. If you're not already, I highly recommend you kind of have an idea when someone asks you, let's say your CEO asks, where your traffic's coming from, you have a good idea of those attribution sources. So number two, looking at a UAV and how it ties into my high level stack is I use my pipelines inside of Webski high level. That's my live radar of my entire funnel. So when you think of a funnel, think very broad. Attention's coming in, and being able to see leads moving through each stage of the funnel as bogeys are moving closer to me and now the gas, whatever the case may be. You get informed data on maybe, let's say, opt-outs, where traffic's dropping, how traffic is converting, what's the difference, is certain pieces of content converting better, things like that. And then essentially, as I'm playing Warzone, these red dots, they have my attention because I'm seeking towards them, or I'm hiding from them. But in your case, those red dots equals cash. So pay attention to your red dots and follow their trajectory and traffic as they go through your funnel. So number three, Webski high level has a large plethora of reporting tools. So think about this as your reporting tool is, unfortunately, I'm going to say it, is your kill cam. Instead of Warzone, most other first person shooters, your kill cam will give you some information where your enemy was at. Maybe they're hiding in a corner, or maybe you threw your grenade in the wrong spot. So being able to see our reporting tools built into Webski is a huge advantage of seeing the attribution and seeing how successful your funnels are. Give me a second. Not only that, in my past jobs, my CEOs were definitely into the reporting aspect. A single report that you could give shareholders, board, whoever, without having to parse a bunch of, I don't mean it in a bad way, but, mundane data that they don't need to get bogged down in. So being able to use high level for that, how I use my kill cam to say, okay, my lead magnet that I went live with on Google Ads is working, 5-to-1, return or something. Otherwise, it's not. So keep that in mind. Use your just as you would use your kill cam and UAV. Use that to report inside a high level. So lastly, I want you to picture this with me for a second. So let's say, Warzone's getting hot, circle's closing in, and you are seeing red dots circle, they're closing in on you. So a lot of the time, as I mentioned earlier, you're going to hide, you're going to advance, you're going to play aggressive, defensive. But I want you to really think about locking in. No matter what the case may be, when you're in a top 3 situation, and those red dots hit, you're locked in. So as you lock in, this is where my automation at a high level kicks in. I know exactly where they've been thanks to my attribution reporting and my contact tracking, if you will. I know what's working because of the reporting. I have all the information I need to say, okay, it's time for some automated follow-up and nurturing and essentially lead gen, if you will. So that's where I use as soon as those red dots hit, I know how far they are away from me, or I can approach them and send them through my automated sequence. This my clients really like this. So for my home service agency, a lot of clients are either up a roof or under a house, or guns deep in a Verdansk fight, if you will, they can't work from their computer. So I use automation to essentially inform them of pipeline changes and lead form submissions as they come in. As soon as someone fills out a lead form, I get their information captured and send that to my clients. So UAV, chock full of information. I want you to really think about how you can use it in your business, whether you're a solo creator, marketing manager, whatever the case may be. A UAV at high level can definitely be used to work your pipelines and just gain knowledge and advantage over your competition. Okay, as we close this video out, I think it's very fitting, and a fire sale hits, to buy a UAV. So I got time to close out this outro because my UAV is working. So if you're a creator or solo marketer trying to stop losing leads in the fog, this is your radar. Drop a comment if you want a full walkthrough my pipeline setup that you probably saw in this video, and comment the word loop blueprint if you want my lead loop blueprint sent to you for free below. Give me a second. Here we go. We're fighting. We win those, baby. So yeah, thank you all for watching. UAVs, high level marketing. It's all one big perfect system. Like and subscribe. See you in the next video. Hop back in here. Cannot get the dub. That's it.